Hello everyone, welcome back to Mohit Decode. In this video, we are deep diving into one of the most fundamental interview topic in React.js, which is state versus props. In this video, I will clear all the confusion between state and props with the help of code example and the real scenario. So start with props. What's the meaning of props? Props means property. So what is the definition of the props? It is used to pass data from parent component to child component. Props are read only, which means it cannot be modified by the receiving component. So I can explain the props with a better way with the help of example. So I already having started my application with the port of 5173 and only h1 and p tag is only written over it, and I have also created one more file greet.jsx. So we need to check our code is perfectly running fine or not. Okay, the code is working fine. So we can create greet file first. We need to do function and function name greet, and we have also create return over it and export default greet. Export default is useful when you import some file, you need to provide export default. You already know that. Okay, we can put right click to format. So I am using Prettier extension to formatting the document. Within h1 tag, we already create welcome to the greet component, and p tag we create this component greet for the user. We already create some dummy data greet component. So we need to import this greet component to our main component. Main component means parent component. These are considered as a parent component. These are considered as a child component. Okay, we will put like this greet. If you put it's already imported over there. Okay, greet is imported, and we need to pass props this component to this component. So we need name as a Mohit. This is the data we pass from this component app component to child component, and I need to create one more greet. This name is Rohit. Okay, if you want to format your data, you can right click and format document. In greet file, if you want to access the props, you need to put over there props. If you access this props in h2 tag, you need to do like this in a curly bracket props. What's the name of props? Name. Props dot name. You can access props by using props dot name. Let me check. Okay, if you check it, both the props are visible to your screen. If you know the destructuring, you need to put over there name. You can put it within the curly bracket. It's a destructuring props. So props are not required to write everywhere. If you know destructuring, okay, within h2 you need to put name there, and you need to check it. So same output are visible. So what you understand in this example, if you send some data from parent component to child component, you need to send via props. Props are sent like this, and if you want to receive the props, you can receive based on props and based on destructuring props, and you can access their props like this. In this example, you already understand props are unmutable. Unmutable means it's a read-only mode. You cannot modify by receiving props in your component. That's the proper example of props. So we can start our next topic. What is state? Unlike props, state is a data that can be locally to a component, which means it can be changed within component. Whenever you change the state, component is automatically re-render. Okay, let me clear state in based on the example. If you want to use the state, you need to initialize the state first. First const. Within const, you need to set some like count, or this is the state count state. If you want to change their state, you need to put set count, and use state is a hook to perform their state and set state operation. So you need to import use state from the React. Okay, whenever you import use state from React, then only you have to use state. Initially count value we consider as a 0. When you call the set count, which means you want to change your count value, create one h2 tag over there. In h2 tag, you need to put count. Within count, this is the count value. Initially it's 0. Okay, and then we need to create one button. simple button we have created, you need to give some name, increment. Okay, button is in, name is increment. We need to check is it working. Okay, the count is 0 and incremented button is there. It's not working over there because we have not put any event over there. We need to put on click over there in camel case. Okay, on click handle click. Handle click is the name of the handler of the function. Okay, if you put const handle click, and this is the arrow function, you already know that, and then we need to copy the set count. Within set count you need to count plus 1. Count plus 1, whenever you click the increment button, the count is increases by 1. Initially it's 0. If you click the increment button, it's 1, then again it's 2, like this. So we need to check it. If you click it, 1 2 3 4 5. So whenever you click the event, the on click event is trigger, that function is call. Whenever the function is called, the set count is increase the count value by 1. So what you understand about state? State is mutable and state can be used within a component. Why state is mutable? Because state is used to re-render some data within your component. Okay, then let's quickly summarize the difference between props and state. Props means data passing to one component to other component. State means data managed by a component itself. And second difference, props is immutable, which means that can be read only. And what about the state? State is mutable, that can be changed value by using use state. And third difference is props can be accessible by using props.name, or if you know the destructuring, then you can use destructuring over there. What about the state? State is accessible by value or set value within use state. So that was the quick and clear explanation. If you found this helpful, please like, share and subscribe my channel.